Number 8, complete the following two-column proof. Given z is the midpoint of x, y, and xw is congruent to yw, we want to prove that angle x is congruent to angle y. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to fill in that we're going to prove. We've got the given already written for us, but let's fill in. Again, always fill in what you know. So we know that. So that gives us about half of the proof still to finish. As we take a look again, the given says z is the midpoint of xy. So somewhere in this statement here, we are going to have definition of midpoint. Midpoint is a vocab word. So when we go back up here, I do want to mark up the triangle a little bit. We've got xw is congruent to yw. That's given to us. And now what we're looking at is xz is congruent to yz. And the reason is, there's our definition of midpoint. We had just said that z is the midpoint, right in the middle, of xy. So now we can get that reason filled in. Well, the next statement says wz is congruent to wz. So we can mark that, and in fact I'll put a third tick mark on that and a second tick mark on the blue ones. And what we can say now is that wz is equal to itself, also known as wz, and that's the reflexive property. By the way, I haven't pointed out this is a shared side triangle, and we should have reflexive property in any shared side triangle. But now what we have is we have enough to be able to say that our triangles are congruent. And I'm going to color them in again. We can say that this triangle is going to be congruent to this triangle. So let's state that. And remember, order is important when we say this. So this is going to be triangle. And then WXZ is how I'm going to write it, is congruent to triangle WYZ. Notice that I went in order of tick marks marked on those sides. So WX has one tick mark. XZ has two tick marks. I did the same thing in the other triangle. WY has one tick mark. YZ has two tick marks. And the reason that these two triangles are congruent is because we have a black tick mark on a side, we have a blue tick mark on a side, and we have green tick marks on a side. We have three sides congruent. And now what we've done is we've used our shortcut methods to prove that the triangles are congruent. And now what we can say is, because the triangles are congruent, that means all 6 parts of the triangle are congruent. All 3 sides, all 3 angles. And we're looking at specifically angle X is congruent to angle Y, which is the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent.